6 touchdowns, 24 picks the first year.
It's just brutal.
It got better.
Yeah.
And so do you sense at all that, okay, I mean, you've been a part of a winning team. Do you see the pieces that are there that you can think, okay, we got a shot now?
Yeah, when they got rid of our team early in my career was made up of basically castaways. And then they started drafting. In comes Kolb. Kolb was the year before me. Webster comes in later. Ray Mansfield was a really good center. Jim Clack at right guard. Then Jerry Mullins from USC at right guard. And Clack went guard and
Interesting
center.
that it starts with that offensive line.
And then we got Swan, Hall of Fame, Stallworth, Hall of Fame. Now we had weapons. And then, of course, we drafted Franco. And so when we started our run in the 4th year maybe, and then we got into to the playoffs for the first time and got to experience that. And
yeah, let's not downplay. You guys go 11-3, 1972, and it leads to this first of this great rivalry with the Oakland Raiders. Man,
Yeah.
that's about as tough and as nasty and as good.
Because they were like us.
You guys were built similarly.
Yeah, they were built on defense and explosive offense. And we were built on defense and explosive offense. And both ran the football. Ran the football, run the football, run the football, bombs away.
When you're in a spot like that and it's 4th down and the game's on the line and here's your chance in a playoff game, finally you're in a playoff game, are you feeling all that? Are you feeling that pressure?
No, not really. You turn it loose, you go down, you hear the crowd.
And Bradshaw back and looking again.
There's controversy with that play. I
Right.
personally don't see it. I mean, it looks to me like Franco definitely secures the ball before it's on
If we
the
were
turf.
doing high-def cameras today, and we had, how many tape machines? 12, 14,
yeah.
16?
Coverage is unbelievable.
They would have had that, and they would have broken that thing down cell by cell.
Right.
And then they would have made a decision on it, but they couldn't back then. There could be questions more with Franco catching it because he had terrible hands. So I would have more trouble. I'd have more trouble with Franco.
God.
I would tell Franco.
Just a little dig in there. No. But yeah, so, you know,
No, the dig's at Oakland.
Okay.
The dig's at Oakland.
So let me ask you this. 1972 is known for that play, but for the season, it's known for the Miami Dolphins, right? They go undefeated and win that game in the Super Bowl. And in 1974, there's a preseason strike, and you take part in that.
Yep.
And Noll, when you come back, your job's gone.
I was asked to cross the line. I told him no. And Joe crossed the line and played well in the preseason game and got the starting job. After the Oakland game, they benched him in favor of me. Then I maybe played good a couple of games, and they benched me. Then they went with Hanratty. Then back to me. Then the Hanratty. It was a mess.
And it wasn't just Noll. The city was against you, it felt like, didn't it?
Probably. You know, Joe, I hate to even say anything.
Let's be fair. If
I've
you
patched
say
everything
right,
up.
and if you say anything, then it comes off as, you know, you're picking on the city of Pittsburgh, and why won't he let that die?
We're talking about my.
I'm asking you.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah, they didn't like me. That was made clear. And they didn't like me because I wasn't what? Performing. I understand that. I didn't feel like I had support with Coach Noll. And too many things were said privately. And I didn't feel like ever that I was his quarterback. I didn't understand him, and I'm sure I frustrated him because he expected more. And I thought to myself one time, why is the hell, if he's so fed up with me, why in the hell did he draft me? I mean, you know, draft somebody else. You weren't going to break my heart. You know, I thought I was going to the Saints anyway. So I would have been just as happy in Atlanta or Dallas or New Orleans, any place. But I just didn't feel like I could ever make this guy happy. He was a coach that I thought was more concerned about his defense than his offense, because God, how plain and vanilla could you get with us? And he was always on our ass. And
Did the defense make him happy?
oh, yeah. Yeah. If you had Joe Green over there and Lambert, wouldn't you be pretty happy?
Yeah.
And L.C. Greenwood and Dwight White and Mel Blount and all those great players. So as my life and my career moved on, the one thing that came out of this was maturity, but also I became extremely mean.
Really?
I got hateful. Yeah, I had to. I had to survive.
You couldn't be everybody's
I couldn't
friend.
be this. I couldn't be this.
So if I met you in 1970,
Different guy. Yeah, totally different.
I cannot picture you mean.
I got mean. I didn't get mean to people. I got mean and hateful on the inside to put up an ironclad wall that nobody was going to get through and hurt me again. And basically, I would tell anybody, you know what, you can kiss, right? Kiss it.
Yeah.
Here, get you some of this. That, I'm not proud of that, but I've never been like that. They were trying to get me to hold the ball and throw it a different way. Are you kidding me? This is the NFL, so it was.
So the finger
It was
on the tip of
bizarre.
the ball,
Oh,
they were trying to take that
Joey,
away from
why are
you?
you digging all this up? I mean, I spent a lot of money in therapy getting over some of this. I mean, there's a.
In 74, we talked about how you got benched at the beginning. You're in this carousel, and eventually you end up on the horse at the end.
Thank God. Yeah.
So you're there in your home state in the Super Bowl IX, 1974.
Yep.
I can't imagine the pressure on you going into that Super Bowl. Did you let that eat at you, considering all that had happened just within that year alone?
No. My greatest fear, as most folks in this studio and you or anybody that competes, I think, is losing. My wife says that I play not to lose. My greatest fear was losing the Super Bowl. I did not want to be a part of losing a Super Bowl. Now listen to this. I had just soon never been in a Super Bowl and lost. I did not want that hanging on my resume. That's just me. And so my fear was losing to Minnesota, and they were good.